Coming up on the Globe Sports Corner, we look back at men's tennis and how their season wrapped up. Our Zach Begley will interview new athletic director Harold Watson in this week's Maple Leaf Athlete of the Week. Finally, we look back on men's and women's basketball teams as they start up their conference schedule. All of that and more on this edition of the Globe Sports Corner. Welcome to the first episode of the Sports Corner. I'm William Troyer. Since the beginning, WGCS has been bringing you Goshen College Maple Leaf Athletics. And now we're excited to bring you our first ever weekly sports TV show with a new set, new name, and a new look. You can expect more coverage of your Goshen College Maple Leafs as we expand our coverage with even more video content. Earlier this fall, the Goshen College men's tennis team wrapped up their regular season after losing in the semifinals of the Crossroads League tournament last season. They were looking to make big strides to a conference championship.
The men's tennis team has gone from a mediocre Crossroads League team last year to a top 3 team this season. With a record of 9-2 overall and 7-2 in conference, head coach Evan Atkinson says this about his team's success.
That overall experience has just raised our level, and I think a major difference is our doubles play. Last year, we normally had an upper hand in singles with the teams we played against, but we really struggled in doubles, and so bringing in those guys who had that experience has really stepped up our game.
We also talked to lone senior captain Kart Sharma about this season's team.
They are understanding that they are first part of the team rather than playing for themselves. So everyone is playing just to get the win for the team, not for themselves. That's the most important thing.
As the Crossroads League tournament begins, both Coach Atkinson and Sharma have high expectations for this Maple Leaf squad, who was knocked out in the Crossroads League semifinals last season.
Our expectation is to win the tournament because we are actually really close to the top 2 team, and I'm pretty sure if we put in the work and be more focused, we can definitely win the tournament.
My expectations are always that we play hard and we fight and we don't give up, and the tennis will take care of itself.
Good luck to the men's tennis team, who will host Grace College October 2nd at 4:30 p.m. to begin the Crossroads League tournament. Reporting for Globe Sports, my name is Allison Prigge.
While the men lost in the semifinals, Demarion University won 5. They did have a very impressive 10-3 record overall and 7-2 in the Crossroads League. The men's cross-country team also finished up their season early with the goal of getting the team to the National NAIA Tournament. Brandon Rowe had a chance to interview.
The 2018 men's cross-country team at Goshen College is the only Goshen College team currently receiving national ranking votes. Head coach Rustin Nice shares his thoughts on why that is.
When we come to practice, and they work hard at practice, they compartmentalize pretty well, and that brings unity to the team because everybody feels like they're working towards a common goal.
Junior Janae Stutzman of the women's team shares what she likes so much about running with this combined program.
My favorite part of cross-country is definitely my teammates. I'm pretty close friends with a lot of them.
Sophomore runner Salvador Escamilla explains the key to this year's men's team's success.
I think the most key element, the biggest element to our success this year has been communication and attitude. Like, no matter what workout we're going into, even if we know it's going to be extremely hard.
Vincent Kabunja, who recently ran the second fastest time in program history, shares his goals.
I want to accomplish my goals. That is it. One, winning conference, and the other is finishing All-American.
Women's runner Megan Graber shares what she finds most encouraging about running alongside the men's team.
I love when the guys come and cheer us on when we're running, because there's only 5 or 6 girls running, and then there's 20 guys, and so it's really fun to hear all of them cheering us on.
Nice shares some final thoughts on the team that could make nationals this year and the top runner who is leading them.
Up front on the men's side, we have a pretty good chance at nationals, at least Vincent does as an individual. We have a couple other guys that look like they could. So trying to maximize their fitness in the season with our intervals, with our speed training, but also kind of take the season as it gains importance in the meets, we peak our training according to that.
Reporting for Globe Sports, I'm Brandon Rowe.
While the men's team as a whole did not make the national tournament, junior Vincent Kabunja qualified for his second straight year, finishing the top third of the field. When we come back, Zach Bagley will have an interview with our new athletic director, Harold Watson. You're watching the Globe Sports Corner on Globe TV.
Goshen College students enjoy an amazing success record, and we have some impressive numbers to prove it. But stories of our graduates say even more, like developing a breakthrough antiviral drug for HIV/AIDS, writing #1 hits, being named one of Time Magazine's most influential people in the world for cancer research, and enjoying a broadcast career right out of college. They all started with a real-world education on a campus that makes everyone feel at home. See how the numbers add up and schedule your campus visit today at goshen.edu/visit.
Welcome back. We are now joined by Goshen College's new athletic director, Harold Watson. Thank you for joining us here today on the Globe Sports Corner.
Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, enjoying this cold, snowy weather that we're having today.
So Harold, you come here from Georgia Southern. What are you hoping to bring from that experience?
I think the biggest thing is Georgia Southern, we did a really good job on the student-athlete experience, and I hope to bring that sort of experience here to our kids here.
So this is your first year, like we said earlier, and what are you hoping to accomplish during your time in this first year?
First and foremost, I would like to see us have an apparel contract. All of our programs are wearing different uniforms by different merchandising companies. So doing that, redesigning our Maple Leaf Athletic Club membership is at the top of my priority list. We want to give our boosters and our fans an avenue to support our programs. And then I think third is probably working with our staffing and getting our staffing to where it needs to be so we can benefit our student athletes.
So Harold, when you leave Goshen College as the athletic director at some point in the future, what are you hoping to say you accomplished during your time here?
I think there's two things. First, that all of our kids that came here as first years graduated. I would like a perfect graduation rate. And then secondly, I would like all of our student athletes to at least have that opportunity to play in postseason and get a conference championship ring.
All right, thank you for sitting down with us here on the Globe Sports Corner. Coming up next, we will hear from Maple Leaf Athlete of the Week, Salvador Escamilla, and talk to him about receiving recognition and what his goals are this season. That's next on the Globe Sports Corner.
Goshen College. Everyone's at home here. Students from around the world and down the street find inspiration and lifelong friends in our unique, supportive community, right here in northern Indiana. Cutting-edge academics, real-world learning, and small, personalized classes make the difference, all surrounded by world-class culture and championship sports. Most importantly, it all leads to a record of amazing outcomes in diverse fields of study. From pre-med to social work, broadcasting to accounting, schedule your campus visit today at goshen.edu/visit.
We are now joined by Goshen News Maple Leaf Athlete of the Week, sophomore track and field runner Salvador Escamilla. Salvador, thank you for being with us here today.
Thank you for having me, Zach.
So, how does it feel to win an accomplishment like getting Maple Leaf Athlete of the Week?
Well, it feels great. It's nice that I'm getting recognition from my various coaches, other coaches, and the student body as a whole.
So, how does it feel to qualify for nationals so early in the year as you still have almost entirely your entire season left ahead of you?
Well, for me, it feels like a real big confidence boost. Like last year or last season in cross country, we didn't quite finish where we wanted to. So now that I got this under my belt, it does feel really exhilarating going into next season.
So like I said before, you still have all of your season left ahead of you. What are you hoping to accomplish throughout the rest of the year?
Well, for indoor, I want to at least qualify for the indoor national meet in at least one race, probably like the mile. And then for outdoor, which is what I'm mostly focusing on, I want to qualify in the steeplechase for the national meet alongside with the marathon that I already qualified for.
Thank you so much, Salvador, for being with us here today on the Globe Sports Corner. Good luck with your season at Nationals.
Thank you.
When I return, we will talk with head track and field coach Rustin Nice on previewing the upcoming season here on the Globe Sports Corner.
Goshen students enjoy an amazing record of success. What's the secret? It starts with hands-on learning experiences. Whether it's a service project in Peru, a sustainability semester at our Environmental Learning Center, or broadcasting for our award-winning radio station, it adds up to life-changing perspectives and real-world skill development that makes a difference to future employers. And it's all available at a campus that makes everyone feel at home. Come hang out with us and see for yourself. Schedule your campus visit today at goshen.edu/visit.
I'm here now with Goshen College head track and field coach Rustin Nice. Rustin, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming. So you already have a couple of runners qualify for nationals, both Salvador Escamilla and Vincent Kabunja qualified for the marathon in Gulf Coast, Alabama last Saturday at the Warriors Invitational. So how does that feel?
It feels good from my standpoint that they came off of a good cross-country season. They put a lot of work in the summer, and so they got to show that in the track season already. And they get to train for the marathon outdoor for a long time, if we choose to run them in it or not. But they've qualified. That's a good build into their season, a good confidence booster for sure for them.
So you're coming in your 4th year here as the head track and field coach. How does it feel to know you have athletes on your team that are now, you've seen them through all 4 years of their careers?
That's kind of a loaded question. Some of them I get tired of. No, I don't really. They're great kids. I love everybody on the team, and I like working with them. And I haven't thought ahead to how much I'm going to miss the ones that have been here for 4 years because they've just been here every year I've been here. So it's meaningful to have them here for 4 years, and the lessons they taught me and will teach the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors this year are valuable, and I'll miss those guys and women.
So you're coming in, you still have the whole season ahead of you as you just had the Warriors Invitational this past Saturday. You're coming in, starting indoor this Saturday. What are you looking for from this season?
Growth. This is our first meet before Christmas, and so I don't expect records to be broken, national qualifiers to be had. It's just an opportunity for the athletes that have been training all fall to show what they've been doing, to see where they're at, and to give them some motivation to work over Christmas break so that when we do come back and we begin indoor the full season with consecutive meets and then move into outdoor, that'll gain some momentum for us. So we're just looking for growth. We're looking for an opportunity to compete, just have some fun.
All right, thank you so much for joining us here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. When we return, William will preview the men and women's basketball season as they enter conference play here next on the Globe Sports Corner.
It's tomorrow, right?
The Goshen College men's basketball team is now 4 games into their conference schedule. I had a chance to watch their practice and talk to head coach John Trofe about this year's team. After months of training and practicing, the Goshen College men's basketball team is ready to get their season underway. After losing 5 seniors, the Maple Leafs will be looking to fill those spots with their returning players and new additions. In his 2nd year as the head coach for the Maple Leafs, John Trofe is looking forward to the potential that this team has and what they can achieve this season.
You know, that's tough to project. Our league's really good. You know, we're going to have either 4 or 5 teams nationally ranked in our league to start the season. I mean, you're talking half the teams ranked to start the season would be my guess, honestly. So, you know, our league is really good.
A lot of new players, both freshmen and transfers, joined this team this year with the mindset to show other schools what Goshen basketball is all about.
anytime you have a lot of new guys, it takes a little bit of time on the court in games to really kind of get that fluidity, that balance, that chemistry. You know, practice is good for that, but games is on a new level.
The Maple Leafs finished last place in the Crossroads League regular season standings last season and are projected to finish in that same spot this year. Hopefully the preseason standings will ignite a fire under this team to make a run at a Crossroads League tournament bid. The men will tip off their season at home on Saturday, October 27th as they take on Lincoln Christian University. Reporting for Globe Sports, my name is William Troyer. The men's team are still looking for their first win as they hit the road on Saturday to take on the Trojans of Taylor University. The Goshen College women's basketball team is also in the beginning of their Crossroads League schedule. I had the chance to talk to head coach Stephanie Miller and the team on the upcoming schedule. The Goshen College women's basketball team's 2018-2019 season is underway. The Maple Leafs are being led this season by 3 seniors. Senior Caitlin O'Neill is coming off of an ACL tear and now enters her final season as a Maple Leaf.
Well, I feel like I've already accomplished it because I just played in my first game on this past Saturday. My goal was to just play in a game again, but now that I've set that goal and I've accomplished it, now I'm ready to set a new goal and then accomplish that one.
The Maple Leafs are a very young team in a very competitive Crossroads League featuring 4 ranked teams. Senior Haley Archbeck talks about the youth of this team.
I think we're young, but I think that a lot of the other teams are young as well. So I think that it'll be tough because everyone's like learning their systems and everything, but I think we have a pretty good chance.
When all 3 seniors are gone next year, the Maple Leafs will be left with 1 lone senior. Third senior, Sydney Stein, knows she needs to leave her mark on this team.
My last year, I hope to accomplish making sure this team continues to grow and get better from this year and last year. So I guess being the best leader I can be for them on and off the court and just really showing them that like if they stick together and make it through all the bumps that we could have, that they'll really be somewhere in 2 years.
The Maple Leafs have played very well through their first 2 games with a record of 1-1. Here's what Coach Miller says her team has improved on from last season.
Well, we're just getting started, so we're kind of learning those on the fly. One thing I will say is we struggled last year to be consistent in scoring from multiple positions. You know, we'd take good shots, but we just had, I guess the best way to put it is a little problem with finishing ability. And I think with this year's squad, we have a little bit more of that, a little more depth with it, and the ability to score from multiple positions.
The Maple Leafs take the court this Saturday at 1 p.m. as they host Lourdes University. Reporting for Globe Sports, my name is William Troyer. The women's team is winless after 4 conference games. They will join the men down at Taylor as part of a doubleheader action on Saturday. You're watching the Globe Sports Corner.
I came to Goshen thinking that I'd just be acting, but over the course of my 4 years, I've taken part in all the other facets of theater, and I think that's helped me gain a wider appreciation for theater as a whole.
I mean, it takes all those things that I'm interested in, like design aspects of theater, the environmental studies course I took, and it takes my music major, and it just focuses it all into theater.
Well, that wraps up the first show of the Globe Sports Corner. Be sure to tune in next semester for more Goshen College athletics. And as we leave you, here's a behind-the-scenes look at the creation of our new studios.